In the first video, we have seen triangle, right angle triangle. Now see the question B. The question B is the given charges same kind of charges, but they change their position. D. This is 2q, and this is minus q, and this is minus q. Again, in this 2q, one charge acts like a positive 1q. And this plus q and minus q act as one dipole, and another plus q and minus q act as another dipole. Now, for this dipole moment act in this direction, let us say this is P1, and this dipole moment act like this P2. This is a D equilateral triangle. This is 60. This is 60. Obviously, this angle also 60. Now, charges same, magnitude same, distance same. P1 is equal to P2 is equal to, let us take P, and this is Q into D. Net dipole moment according to previous problem. What net resultant from under root of P1 square plus P2 square plus 2P1 P2 cos theta. Here P net. Here P square plus 2P. What is the angle? Cos 60. Cos 60 is 1 by 2 cancel. This is P square plus P square plus P square. This is 3 root of 3P square. This we can write root 3P. What is P? QD. So root 3PD. So this is the net dipole moment of given system of charges. Now, sorry, here it is not P. Here it is QD. Now electric flux. Next concept, electric flux. So number of lines passing through area. So this formula we can write phi is equal to E A cos theta. E is electric field, A is area, theta is the angle between area vector and field. Very important. Theta is angle between area vector and electric field. Clear? So area vector is always acts perpendicular to the area. See, if you take a book, clear, and this book area is this, and area vector acts perpendicular to this plane. So this face is seeing you. So then, with respect to you, area vector acts perpendicular to your direction. With respect to me, this area looking my face. For this area vector act perpendicular to me. Clear? For you, this. Understand? So for area vector, area vector is always act perpendicular to the plane. So in flux calculation of flux, we need to take angle between field and area vector. Don't forget. Clear? In case of variable electric field, in that case we will take E dot ds. Here we will find small flux and we will find flux through small areas with respect to field, and we will add that we will get total flux. Once you know the integration, this you can understand. Clear? And to find another method, flux through any closed surface according to the Gauss law, phi is equal to Q by epsilon naught. This is Gauss law. Q is the net charge. Q is net charge enclosed by the surface. Clear? According to Gauss law. So we will have an important discussion now how to calculate flux. Suppose a charge Q is placed in a cube. Let us take Q Either Q, I place charge Q. We have a question like this. What is the flux coming out from this Q? According to Gauss law, the flux coming out throughout the surface Q by epsilon naught. This is from Q. If they ask what is the flux coming out from the face, one face, then phi is equal to, this is throughout the Q. If they ask from one face, clear, or one side, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They ask one, total 6 faces Q by epsilon naught. If they ask one face, so 1 by 6. So this is Q by 6 epsilon naught from any one face. Clear? Suppose if they place at the corner of the Q, if they ask what is the flux coming out of the each Q, then in that case this corner will combine with 8 cubes. Clear? So each cube they ask, so total 8 cubes is Q by epsilon naught. If they ask one cube, in that case phi is equal to Q by 8 epsilon naught from any one cube. In this case, charge placed at the corner. Clear? So based on the question formula, answer is changes. This is Q by epsilon naught, charge placed at the center. Flux coming out of the cube is Q by epsilon naught. Charge placed at center, flux coming out of any one face is Q by 6 epsilon naught. Now charge placed at the corner. Clear? Corner means this corner will have in contact with, it shares with 8 cubes. Clear? Understand? So 8 cubes are, if they ask only one cube, in that case from throughout 8 cubes is Q by epsilon naught. If they are asking one cube, so 1 by 8 of total flux. So Q by 8 epsilon naught. So we need to apply Gauss law, but you just remember this common mostly frequently asked questions. Clear? Now Gauss law, already we have seen Gauss law equation phi is equal to Q by epsilon naught. Now in application of Gauss laws, we already seen 3 applications. One is electric field, finding the electric field due to infinite wire. That we have seen E is equal to 1 by, the formula is 2 pi epsilon naught lambda by r, where lambda is equal to linear charge density Q by L. Clear? This is infinitely long wire. For this is for wire. Next, we have seen electric field due to infinite sheet. Then that formula, electric field due to infinite sheet, sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Sigma is equal to charge per area. See, for a wire, it's depend on the R. R is the distance between wire and a given point. But sheet, we do not have any distance. Means it's infinite sheet. For infinite sheet, distance does not matter. Close or away. For infinite sheets, both are negligible. That's what. This is not depend on the distance. Clear? And this is for positive, you take it positive, negative is negative. Now, for a sheet, this is for sheet. So we do have a question, sir. Suppose this is infinitely charged sheet, positively charged sheet. If we take another one, positive charge sheet. Clear? So region 1, region 2 and region 3. If they ask electric field, region 1, region 2, region 3, then how do we do? So let us say this is plate 1, this is plate 2. Here 2 electric fields possible due to plate 1 field act in this direction, positive field act away, and P2 also act in this direction, field due to plate 2. So both are in same direction and their magnitudes add. E is equal to, actually net is E1 plus E2, then sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. This is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. In the second region, due to this field is act in this direction, due to this plate field act in this direction, net field E1 minus E2, their magnitudes are same, then answer is 0. And here also, here E1 act in this direction, E2 act in this direction, then E net is equal to E1 plus E2. Again we will get same answer, sigma by epsilon. See, if we have a two plates, same kind of charges, between the plates we will have net field 0. Outside the plates field is not 0. If any one of the plate is opposite or negative, then we will have a field between the plates, and outside we do not have a field. See here, same question. If this is positive, suppose one plate is positive, one plate is negative. Now, region 1, region 2, region 3. Now here, so a point is does not depend, distance is does not depend, this distance is not affecting magnitude. So for positive charge, field act in this direction, for positive plate, negative field act in this direction, E2. So both are in opposite, then this is sigma by 2 epsilon naught, sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus, answer is 0. Here positive field act in this direction, E1, and for negative field act in this direction, negative field act inwards, positive away. So here is E1 plus E2, sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, sigma by epsilon. Again here, negative field act in this direction, positive field act in this direction. Again, sigma by 2 epsilon naught minus sigma by 2 epsilon naught, answer 0. So same kind of charge plates, we will have a field outside the plates, different kind. One is positive, one is negative. We will have a field between the plates, outside is 0. Clear? Now electric field due to shell. Already we have done very important question for 5 marks. So electric field due to shell, hollow sphere of radius, let us say capital R. If charge given to this, if they ask outside at a distance r, then electric field E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. If they ask on the surface, this is out and this is surface. In that case, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q by r square. If they ask inside electric field is 0. Remember this point. Outside means this r we have taken not from the surface, we taken from the center of the sphere. Outside 1 by 4 pi epsilon q by r square, and next on the surface q by capital R square, because radius r will become capital R, and inside electric field is 0. Clear? Understand? So on the surface electric field is everywhere, inside electric field is 0, and graphical representation is given electric field how the vary. Please that you all check it in the synopsis book. Clear?
Now, how do we develop the potential equations for this all? We will see in the next chapter. Clear.